Hey friends, Kevin here. We're off to the McNairy County Jail in Tennessee. More of this Buford Pusser stuff where we're going to show you the real stuff, the real places, not this Hollywood stuff. This is going to include a private jail tour. Let's go. Back of the McNairy County Courthouse, and you have to understand the way things were done at the time he was sheriff in the 1960s. At least in the South, generally you had a county courthouse and your jail and your sheriff's office was inside the courthouse. Now, while they've built a new jail since then, a lot of places in the South are still run this way. So you come in through the back door into the sheriff's office, which was located on the bottom level. The jail in this particular courthouse was actually upstairs. But they have a great display here. It's free, so let's walk through the door that Buford would have walked through 50 years ago. And this is like stepping back in time. From the floors, to the walls, to the doors. Old pipes running overhead. They have set everything back up the way it was. Right down to old desk, old chairs, some interesting artifacts, including his first radio from 1964 when he became sheriff here. And here's my first hint for you. See how few people have been? Everybody runs to his old house museum in Adamsville. This courthouse in Selmer should be your first stop. And there is the old elevator. Other sheriffs of McNairy County throughout history. And the thing you'll notice is all the way into the 80s and 90s and all the way back to the 19 teens and 20s and everywhere in between, you will notice whiskey stills. So this wasn't just a Sheriff Pusser thing. Now there's how to look like a sheriff. Now this is really well done. I want to show you the jail that was used at the time that Buford Pusser was sheriff, but there's a few things we need to cover real quick. One, this is in an actual working courthouse, even though the jail hasn't been used for about 25 years. So there's real business, real things going on. So if you go here, happen to go with a group of people, you know, you're going to need to kind of keep it down a little bit because they are conducting the county business daily. As far as tours for the jail, I've had people tell me you can schedule tours sometimes. I've had people tell me that the only way you can generally get a tour is if you're at the Buford Pusser Festival, which tends to fall on weekends once a year, and then that's over in Adamsville, and then they'll run buses over to this courthouse and do a little tour of that. I was able, and I won't tell you how, but I was able to snag a private tour, so this is it. And I had one chance to shoot this. The beginning of this, I ended up with my little microphone cable kind of in the way of some of the shots, so I apologize for that. There's nothing we can do about it, but let's get to the good stuff and step back in time. All right, thank you.
You want us to go in here?
Nah, I just run up here and take a picture if that's all right.
You're welcome to.
All right. Boy, I'd hate to be alone taking a prisoner up through here. jail. McNairy County Jail. That's where Buford would have locked you up if you were bad. Sink, toilet, and shower. Gin pop. General population for the drunks. Interesting artwork left behind by someone. He had a little time to kill during his incarceration. Better artwork. Place to talk to them, place to put the food through.
See, they're all you call them for the volunteer fire department out there with your dispatchman. That's what they go through.
But back in the, what, really up until 70s.
Yeah. So that gives you a little taste of what it was like back in that era when Buford Pusser was sheriff from 1964 until the early 70s, during his couple of terms as sheriff of McNairy County, Tennessee. I have some other stuff already out on Buford, locations, crash sites. I have upcoming videos also that I think you're going to find really interesting on the real locations, and what really happened. See you soon.